just run away off a thick edge. You often get that when bowlers are bowling from this nursery end. Mitchell was just looking to defend that straight. Slightly just runs down the slope and took a thick outside edge.
That bounce and that just a little movement down the hill. The angle of the bat was the key to keep that down though for Mitchell.
Does play the short ball well, really well. There was an excellent stop 20 or so minutes ago from Broad in a similar position. That evades him.
Broad has been busy in the field all test match. He did some leather chasing yesterday. And he's doing some at deep square today. Mitchell likes that shot. That's why there's two men back, hoping he will top edge one.
Oh, big booming drive, and it's fired off the outside edge down to the fence past Johnny Bairstow.
Didn't actually do that much, but he went hard at it and it went flying through past third slip.
Well, Mitchell has been pretty watchful, save for when the ball has been banged in. He does like the ball banged in, but that came out of absolutely nowhere. Oh, that's gorgeous. Through square leg, square mid wicket, just went with the swing.
Absolutely nailed it. Bang, right off the middle of the bat. And also how New Zealand will play Parkinson. They could see it as a real opportunity to go at him and get 20 or 30 off him, and suddenly the lead's over 100.
Oh, and again, this time past the feet of Stokes. Back-to-back boundaries for Mitchell, back-to-back for New Zealand. 90 for 4. A message from the dressing room. It may have been him and Tom Blundell just working it out for themselves, saying, look, we're not actually going very far here, we're just getting stuck. Let's change the tempo. Well, Mitchell has done that.
Fourth test match half century for Daryl Mitchell. Came to the crease with his team in some trouble at 35 for 3. And a half century at Lords to go along with Tom Blundell's. Feel pretty good at the moment. He'll want more.
Yeah, the crowd appreciates good batting. So do his teammates. They'll appreciate the fact that their lead is now 141. Very good innings.
In the air. Oh, just over Stuart Broad. Just over Broad at mid-on. He's a tall man, but not even he could get back and get to it. The plan nearly worked. Pulled nicely off the splice of the bat. And again, Broad was interested for a while. And again, Broad has to give chase.
Well forward of square. And on both occasions, he hasn't quite middled it. Enough on this occasion to get to the boundary.
Rolls his wrists on that. That should be 4. It is 4.
Slightly work his way inside it, the line of it a little bit more, get the hands through. Went through square leg.
All eyes on the umpire for the signal. Is it runs or leg buys? Runs. Thick as outside edge. Down the slope. Chase is futile, and runs continue to flow.
very miserly, Jimmy. Gets a nice delivery that goes away, finds the outside edge, does everything right. Look at him, seen it far too many times before.
That is nice. Anderson slouches his shoulders and trudges back to his mark. It's going to be a teaser for Stuart Brawl, who no, I don't think we even need the third umpire to bother with that. Yep.
Daryl Mitchell just waited for it nicely. Bottom hand comes through, punches it through that gap. Lovely timing, good balance. Keeps the head as still as he possibly can and as upright as he possibly can.
Jart. That is a gorgeous shot. Wonderful way for him to finish the 60th over. Frustration for Anderson and England, 186 for 4.
Just going back to a point you made a moment ago, Wardy, that now's an interesting time for Ben Stokes, because my thought would be to try Parkinson from this end, from our nursery end, so he can spin the ball down the slope. The last few overs have just started to go for some runs.
Drives, lovely. Daryl Mitchell, last ball of the over, last ball of perhaps day 2, will bring about a boundary, and it will move Daryl Mitchell to 97. How much sleep will he get tonight? In style by Daryl Mitchell.
That stroke there means that he's just one shot away.
Sprint 1, come back for 2, and will want the third, will get the third. What a moment this is for Daryl Mitchell. He might not have played in this test match had Henry Nicholls passed a fitness test. He has taken his opportunity. He has a second test match 100 and a one that he will remember for the rest of his days here at Lord's.
Absolutely brilliant. His first test 100 was a race against time when that man on left of screen, Kane Williamson, was about to declare against Pakistan. This one under different pressures. New Zealand was in all sorts, 35 for 3, trying to build a second innings lead, and he has led that. Well played, Daryl Mitchell.
Wasn't trying to get that square. That's where the gap is, but you sense that Mitchell was trying to drive that a little straighter, and in the end